I am gonna take the cheapest flight every single day. I have absolutely no idea where I'm gonna end up. Let's find out. Welcome back to 5 countries in 5 days. We are leaving Malta today and we're going to Greece. Let's go to Athens. Welcome to Athens, Greece. So my flight yesterday, there was a nun on board, so we were all blessed. And today, I had a screaming baby sitting next to me, so you win some, you lose some. Another positive and negative. Negative, we were delayed half an hour. It's all right. And the positive, some of the most beautiful flight attendants I've ever seen in my life. I think the airline is called Aegean or Aegon, I don't know. It's Greek, but they were beautiful. So that flight from Malta to Greece, it was 1 hour and 5 minutes. And that cost me £27. I have no idea how they can fly me to another country for £27, and that included drinks and lunch, which I didn't know about. And I've been very, very lucky because I don't choose the seat, like, you know, because I don't want to pay extra for that because we're on a budget. And I've had 2 aisle seats in a row, so hopefully the luck continues. But we're gonna take a train to Athens right now. I just love the Greek writing. Welcome to Athens. So I just took the metro. It took around 45 minutes and it cost €9 right into the center of Athens. I love the Greek language. I think it's one of the coolest languages. So this is not a new country for me because I used to live in Corfu, which is a Greek island. I was a football coach there, but it's a new city. It's a new capital city. I've never been to mainland Greece before. So here we go. I've been to a few of the islands, so Corfu, Rhodes, but I don't really know what to expect because I have this image in my mind of what Athens looked like. So let's see if it's right. So today is a Monday, so hopefully that helps us a little bit with the crowds, but the weather is perfect. It's so nice. I definitely picked a nice week to do this trip. But Greek people are so kind. They're some of my favorite people. I love Greek people. So I always pack as light as possible, but I need to get one of those backpacks that like has the strap in the front because it hurts my shoulders. But if you noticed, I like to walk. That's the best way to see the city. And of course, like, I needed to take that metro because the airport's far away. But people that just come to a new city, jump in a taxi, you're missing out on so much. You know, like, it's definitely the best way to see a city and see the real city, because people go to new places and they go to their hotel and they take guided tours and they do, which is fine, you know, do whatever you want to do, but you know, get out there and see the city. If this is the first video of mine that you're seeing, then hit the subscribe, because this is what I like to do. I like to travel around and I'm very honest. And if you've seen a few of my videos, you know that if somewhere's crap, I will say it's crap. If it's amazing, I will say it's amazing, you know. And I like to see the real place. I like to give an honest review. So if you like that kind of stuff, then stick around, hit the subscribe. So go and check out the first video in this series, because this is day 2. So yesterday I spent the day in Malta and I'm literally booking the cheapest flight tomorrow morning out of Athens to anywhere. I have no idea where I'm going to be tomorrow. I genuinely don't know. And whatever's cheapest, that's where I'm going. So tomorrow morning I'll be going back to Athens airport and going somewhere. We're coming towards the kind of downtown area now. Another thing I love to do is I love to look at prices, because of course most of Europe, they have the same money. They all have euros. So it's so different to see how much stuff costs in different countries. I have no idea if Athens is going to be cheap or expensive. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. So up there is the Pantheon. Of course, Greece is known for its history. There's a lot of historic stuff here. So a little bit about the Pantheon up there. It was built in the 5th century BC. That is very, very, very old. It was built to honor the city's patron Athena, that's where Athens comes from, and also some Olympian god and goddesses. Of course, mostly destroyed now, but some of it's still up there. Like, that's what always blows my mind when I see stuff like that. How does stuff get destroyed and then other stuff just survive? You know, all the world wars, all the weather, all the natural disasters, and some stuff survives from the 5th century BC. I don't understand it, but it's amazing. So there's a long street running next to the Acropolis Museum, but there's also something called the Acropolis, so I don't really know which is which, because there's a sign there that says Acropolis this way, so I don't know. So just down the hill there's like a huge car park with so many tour buses, and over here is the ticket office, so I guess this is for the Acropolis, and then down the street is for the Acropolis Museum. I thought it was the same thing. So we have the Acropolis and slopes. So I don't really know if it's the same thing as the Acropolis Museum. I don't think it is. So there it is, all the way up there. So I just spoken to a very nice policeman. He looked at me like I was crazy. I said, is the Acropolis and the Acropolis Museum two different things? And then what is a Pantheon? So he explained everything to me. So the whole area is Acropolis, and then the Pantheon is the structure at the top. And then down the hill where I started, that's the museum. And I said, which one shall I go to? If you had one day, where would you go? And he said, definitely go here to the Acropolis and see the Pantheon and stuff. But I have a bit of a problem because it's already 2 p.m. and you have to wait an hour to get inside because I guess it's pretty busy today. So I'm not going to go inside. That's all right because one, I saw it, and two, I'll be back in Athens one day, and I don't want to spend the most of my one day in Athens waiting in line and going inside there. So I don't want to be rushed. So I'm not going to go inside. I'm going to see what else Athens has to offer, but I'll come back next time and go inside. Also, why would you pay to go in there when you can climb on a rock? Look at that. That is absolutely amazing. That's Athens, Greece. Wow. And the Pantheon is up there. Where it is? There it is. Right there. If you watch my videos, I like to compare the US to Europe a lot because a lot of Americans watch my videos. And the one thing that I really like is if you go to any major city in the US, pick any one, and you'll always see skyscrapers, you know. But Europe, you don't. Like, you really don't. Everything's so, well, it's not flat, but like the buildings, they're not that high. And you can't really see a view like that in the US anywhere. Well, not major cities anyway. I'm not bashing the US, I'm just making a comparison, don't get mad. Look at it up there. 2,500 years old. One, how did they build it? Two, how did they build it on a hill? No equipment, no technology we have today. And it's still there. That's the crazy thing. How is it still there? Amazing. I'm so lucky that I get to come to places like this on a Monday afternoon. But I think now is the perfect time to tell you about SAFETYWING. I've partnered with SAFETYWING for this entire trip. I always get my insurance from SAFETYWING. Click the link in the description to get covered by SAFETYWING for your next trip. You can travel stress-free. There's always someone there to talk to you if you need help. If you're wondering where that spot is, over there is the ticket office. Just go to the left over there. Huge rock. The Acropolis. I'll be back one day. I'm going to say the same thing about Greek women as I said for Italian women. Even the ugly ones are beautiful. So I'm going to head to my next destination here in Athens, and I get a lot of comments to say that I look so calm and I look so peaceful when I travel. It's because I am, and I think a lot of that comes down to traveling by myself. I don't talk about it that much because I feel like it's a normal thing now, like solo travel, and a lot of people have a problem with it. Like, I get so many emails and comments and questions and stuff like that from people to say like I've inspired them to like travel by themselves, and it's like, what? The only alternative is to not do it. So do it. You know, that's literally it. Like, there's no real argument. Like, if you want to go, then go. Like, it's, a lot of people have a problem with looking for someone and then you got to decide who, you know, making plans and whatever. It's like, I do whatever I want to do. If I want to go somewhere, if I do, like, you know, if I was with a group of people, we'd decide half the people want to go inside, half the people don't. You know, it's a big argument, and like, I'm so stress-free when I travel. And even though I travel a lot, you know, it's like, you'd think 5 countries in 5 days sounds like a stressful experience, but like, I'm not stressed at all because I know for a fact that if I go in there, I'd want to see it all, and I try and be quick and like, you know, because I want to get good video of it and like show you and stuff, and it's like, I don't want to do that. So the alternative is to just skip it. I'll be back another day and go and do something else. You know, that's fine. It's not, I'm not going to stress about it. I do want to go in there, but I don't want to spend my whole day, you know, just here because there's so much more to see, and you know, I know I'll be back someday. It's not the fact that I want to travel by myself. It's like, I don't have anyone to travel with, so it's not that the only alternative is to stay at home. And it's like, I'm not going to do that. I want to travel, so I'm going to travel. It's really simple, to be honest. I don't talk about this stuff that much because it's a pretty normal thing. And a lot of people watch my solo cruise videos and they're like, wow, like, I can never do that. And it's like, just do it. Like, because just think about the alternative, you know. Anything you ever do, just think about the alternative. I'm so stress-free when I travel. I don't want to deal with arguing in groups and like making a decision or wasting time. Like, I don't want to do that, you know. Like, I love traveling with people. I love traveling with groups, no problem at all. But it's got to be a stress-free experience, and I don't like being around people that bring stress to me. Like, my life is so stress-free, and that's the way I like it. Even when I'm traveling, it doesn't have to be stressful. I understand people have families, and you know, people people have little kids and stuff, that's fine, you know, that's absolutely fine, but it's really up to you how you tackle a vacation, because if you try and plan 10 things in one day, you're going to be stressed. It's simple as that, and that's fine if you want to do that, but like, that's not how I travel, that's not how I want to travel. So travel, just go for it. Like, literally, if I wasn't here, then I'd be at home freezing cold in England. So what's the alternative? The only alternative is to go or not go. Make a choice. Anyway, I do that so many times. I always start to make a video about something and then I go off and start talking about something else. But, you know, I just feel like it's valid because I read every single comment that somebody writes on my video. I read it, I reply to it. So write a comment right now and I'll reply to it. And like I said, I get so many comments and questions about people wanting to travel, and it's like, just go and do it. And if you sit around waiting for someone, a perfect travel partner, it's never going to happen. It's really not. So I also got a comment recently about how do I feel people look at me when I'm taking a video, like when I'm vlogging. I don't care. I honestly do not care about anyone's opinion. I'm not bothering anyone, you know. I'll never ever do that. It's very in my mind, like, if I'm just doing my own thing, I don't bother anyone, I don't annoy anyone. Like, so what? I can do whatever I want as long as I'm not affecting anybody else, which I'm not. You know, there's hundreds of people here, I'm not affecting a single other person, and life goes on, you know. People look at me, who cares? Like, never ever gonna see me ever again. Maybe they think I'm famous, like, really, who cares? Anyway, back to Athens. So I just realized that the Acropolis has Wi-Fi. I think that was installed 2,500 years ago as well. It's been here since the beginning. But just over here, that's the museum. So the police officer told me the Acropolis and the Acropolis Museum is two different things. So at the bottom of the hill, we were just all the way up there. So the bottom of the hill, this is the museum. Actually, I think it's that. So the ticket office is over there. I think that is the Acropolis Museum. Yeah, I think that's it. So many people just relaxing, getting some drinks. McDonald's right there. Very, very relaxed place. It's not really what I expected, to be honest, because I expected it to be very, very busy. But of course, it's a Monday and it's not the high season. We're just going into the summer now, so it's going to get busier. But yeah, very good vibes. I'm going to head across the busy street to the National Garden. One thing I've never ever done. I've traveled to some countries. I've never done the hop on hop off buses, like the sightseeing buses. Never done it ever. Like these buses, hop on hop off. Haven't done it in any city. I reckon I could kick a football through there. I could do it. 现在下雨了. It just started raining. I didn't expect this because it's not in the forecast. That's alright. But we're going to skip the park. We're just going to keep walking. There's a tram there. So yeah, the time that I lived in Greece, it was on Corfu, one of the Greek islands, and I was a football coach. I was a kids football coach, so I would coach the kids during the day, and then I would go to the beach every single evening. I'll go to the pool on my days off. It was so much fun. Greece is amazing. Definitely add it to your Europe list whenever you visit Europe. Greece does have beautiful beaches, but I feel like it's one of those places where if you're not interested in history, then it's not really for you, because there's a lot of history going on, and I love seeing it, but I love learning about it, you know, like the Pantheon and, like, you know, the Acropolis, stuff like that. I love reading about it, like what happened, how old is it, and what was going on there. Welcome to the stadium of the first modern Olympic Games. So the first modern Olympic Games in 1896 was right here. How amazing is that? Didn't they used to compete naked? I feel like they did. I think they did, but it was right here. So the whole place is made of marble, and you can fit 60,000 people in there. That's amazing. I think it says over here 19,000 people can sit down. Let's see, 13,000. 13,700 people can sit down, but 60,000 people can fit in there. I don't know what they do with it now. I'm guessing concerts and stuff. If they don't use this for concerts, they're missing out, because that's so cool. But yeah, the first ever Olympic Games, modern Olympic Games, was here, 1896. Like, how does that survive? That's so cool. Amazing. Imagine, like, the bustle, like the hustle and bustle, people out here, like, coming over to watch the Olympic Games, people wearing their sandals. That's so cool. Wow, that's history right there, history. So I'm literally the only one here. There's people over here hiding from the rain. You can buy a ticket to go inside, but I think you can pretty much see everything from here. I see people hiding at the top of the stadiums. That's really cool. Wow, Olympic history. See all these people hiding. They're probably here for a week, so they have more time to see stuff, but we've only got a day. We've got to get out of here. But another Olympic place that I've been to, I think it's called Lake Placid. You Americans can tell me. Is it in Pennsylvania? Because I've been there, where they played ice hockey. I think it was where they, where the US team won the, I don't remember what it's called. Something happened at Lake Placid. It was like they made a movie about it, like The Underdogs or something like that. Someone can tell me in the comments, but I'll look it up later. But yeah, I've been there as well. I went ice skating on the ice rink that I guess the American team won something, the Olympic Games, I'm not sure, but yeah, I've been there. Just to touch a little bit on solo travel, like, I feel like it's character building as well, because, you know, it's raining, so what? You know, life goes on, you have to deal with it. Like, no one's gonna come and save me. You know, I'm in the middle of Athens, nobody's coming to save me. It's gonna rain on me, so what? You know, I have to deal with it. If my clothes get wet, it's up to me. If I miss my train, it's up to me. My luggage gets stolen, it's up to me. You know, everything you need to do yourself. And I feel like that's really good for you, like personally, personal development and stuff like that. Like, you have to deal with everything yourself. So if you're one of these people that has no responsibility or whatever, you're gonna have responsibility if you solo travel. I'll give you the perfect example of not caring what people think. Just over there by the stadium, like I told you, the people under the cover, there was like 10 people there and they were all staring at me because I was the only one standing in the rain. Of course, I was taking a video. So what? So what? Who cares if whatever they said, who cares they were looking at me? Like, I'm never ever gonna see them again. They're never gonna see me again. Like, who cares? Like, seriously, I think my life really changed. I can't really put a time on it, but my life really changed when I stopped caring what people's opinion of me was. Because who cares? Like, literally, life goes on. I didn't do anything at all to affect their life. I didn't annoy them. I didn't do anything against them. You know, nothing that I did affected them. But, you know, if people want to have an opinion, great, have it. You know, they can say whatever they want to. That's all right. You know, they're free to be that kind of person. That's all right. But, you know, I'm not trying to make a big deal about it. But, you know, people ask me about this stuff, and it's really not something that I've explained before, because there's really nothing to explain. Like, to me, it's a completely normal thing, and people are going to judge you. Doesn't matter if you're the greatest person in the world, people are still going to judge you for not doing more. Doesn't matter if you're walking down the street holding a camera. They have no idea what you're doing, and who cares whatever they think, you know. So life goes on. Just live your life, do whatever makes you happy, don't affect anybody else's life, and you're golden. That's it. So yesterday we were in Valletta Mota. Go and watch that video if you haven't already. But there was like 3 or 4 cruise ships there. So like the whole city was just full of cruise ship passengers. There is a cruise port here too. It's outside of the city. It's in a place called, I think the port is called Piraeus or Piraeus, I'm not too sure. But there is a port there. So I have no idea if any ships are there. But I'm hearing a lot of British people and a lot of American people here in Athens. So maybe there's cruise ships here and people are on tours of the city from the cruise ships. I don't know. One thing I would never ever understand is graffiti. Like, what is the point of this? Like, on a big bin, on a big trash can, like, what are you trying to prove? I don't get it. So every landmark that I've been to today, so the Pantheon and the park here, it says there's like a mega ticket, I guess, for 30 euros. I guess you get access to all of them, so I guess do that. I'm gonna give you a tip. If it's raining and you don't want your phone screen to get wet, do this. If you lean over, so the rain is gonna hit you instead of your phone, and your phone is gonna stay dry. That's a tip for you. So I read a review online last night, and they literally said there's a neighborhood called Plaka, and they said just literally walk around the streets and you'll find some cool stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. So welcome to Plaka. Everybody looks miserable. They're running into shops and restaurants. The rain is pouring, and they're making it worse because it comes off the roofs. These are really cool streets down here. So many restaurants and bars, souvenir shops. I bet it's so busy in the summer. It's busy today, but everyone's hiding. Look at this cute ice cream store. If there's any Italians watching, I guess Greeks as well. I heard that if the gelato is like piled up like that, then it's not genuine gelato. Is that true? I don't know. It's supposed to be flat. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I heard. That's cool. It looks like a bridge. I think it's just power lines, but if you lived here and your best friend lived there, you would build a bridge, wouldn't you? That'd be cool. That's a cool building. That's somebody's balcony. They can look out and see all this. Ukuleles. The thing about Greece is everything's old. So like this, like you're literally in the middle of like a market street, and it says this is the remains of something from 100 AD. Like, what is it? What are all these places that just have ruins? Like, why did they keep some of them? Why did they... I guess they knocked down a lot of them, but why do some of them stay? I don't really understand it. And like, are they protected or something? Because I'm sure like someone's tried to buy this space because it's in like a built-up area. So there's so many stores around here, and then of course there's empty space. So I don't really understand. Don't know. So it says it was only found in 1968. How did they find it? Just stopped by the Greek supermarket. So one beer, you can get a Greek beer for €1.45. Even cheaper beer there, 1.60. One of these Cokes is 79 cents. Can of Coke. Some milk. 1.5 litre of milk, €1.76. It's pretty cheap. I feel like it's cheaper than Rome. Here's chocolate. I feel like every country has Milka. One Milka is 1.70. One of the things about Americans is how you say pasta. So look at all this pasta. They even have Paw Patrol pasta. A lot of pasta. 500 milliliter of water, 17 cents. In the airport, they're like €2. Crazy. Group code 316. Does anyone know what area code this is? Look at this location of a very old church, middle of downtown. This might be the smallest church I've ever seen. Like, that's it. That's the whole church. It's cool. Every single church is unique. I just looked up the event at Lake Placid. It was Miracle on Ice. 1980, the US team beat the Soviet Union, ice hockey. I've ice skated there. And there goes Mickey Mouse. He just got a fine from the police. It's kind of difficult to explain, but it does feel like Greece, but it feels very different to the islands, like Corfu and Rhodes. It's the same as Spain, like mainland Spain feels very different from like the Balearic Islands, but it still feels like Spain, so it's very nice. I do like it a lot. Very different from Spain. Greece is not like Spain. I would say it's closer to Italy than Spain, in my opinion. So that is Hadrian's Library. It's another thing you need a ticket for. Another thing I saw online is the flea market. Let's check it out. I'm not a huge fan of places like this because they're just tourist markets. They all sell the same stuff, souvenirs and whatever. So, you know, locals don't come here. Look at this small orange. Cute small orange. What came first, the color or the fruit? Even though I said Greece is similar to Italy, one of the things I absolutely love about Greece and I don't like about Italy is Italy has so many people in the street like bothering you, trying to sell you stuff, but here that doesn't happen. Well, I haven't seen it. Maybe it does happen sometimes, but yeah, I haven't seen it. I'm comparing Rome and Athens, by the way, so I don't know about the rest of the country, but major cities, very, very different. So I'm gonna go to where I'm staying tonight and I'm gonna walk. And there is a metro that goes there, but I prefer walking because you never know what you're gonna find. But the problem with that is I don't know about bad neighborhoods. I don't know where I shouldn't be, so you never know what's gonna happen. They sure like graffiti over here. This whole place is covered. See, if I took the metro I never would have seen any of this. I guess this is Graffiti Street. It is cool, I just don't get like writing your name. Doesn't make sense. Like, who's Casper? Who is that? I like these streets. When I lived in Rome, I lived on a street like this. It was very similar to this. Very nice, very quiet. The graffiti over here is crazy. This is the Chinese area. Looks like maybe it's Chinatown. So funny that certain parts of the city, a lot of the same people from the same country end up living there and open businesses and stuff. I think that's so cool. How did that happen? How did they end up here? I don't know, but I feel like every major city in the world has a Chinatown. I think I just passed by India Street. I'm gonna make a judgment and say this is not a place I want to be late at night. Honestly, if you dropped me here and said, where are you in the world? I would never, ever, ever guess that I was in Athens, Greece. Never. Doesn't feel like it at all. Well, this is a horrible part of the city. I don't know what happened, but trying to not look like a tourist when you're a tourist is not easy. It feels like, you know, when you go to the supermarket, you don't buy anything and you have to leave the store without looking guilty, like you've stolen something. So I am staying in a hostel tonight, which I don't mind. I don't mind it for one night. As long as it's safe, it's clean, I can take a hot shower. I don't mind. I didn't realize it was this far outside the city though, but we're on a budget, so that's what we got to do. And also it's only for a few hours, because when I find a flight for tomorrow morning, we'll be waking up early and leaving, because I can't really get a flight at like 5 p.m. because the day's gone. You know, like I'm trying to have a whole day in a city, and that means flying very early in the morning. I'm almost there. Look at this rain. It is pouring down. Wow. I'm soaked all the way through. We are not even going to talk about the last hour. So, the hostel I'm staying in, it has 2 locations. So I didn't even need to go all the way where I just went, through the horrible area, through the rain. Didn't even need to go there, because I just needed to come to this nice, clean street. And the Acropolis is literally over there. So the last hour of my life was so pointless. So I hope you enjoyed laughing at me in the rain. Anyway, this is BedBox Hostels. I'll show you around inside. Silly. Nice clean street. Amazing, huh? Welcome to BedBox. So I just checked in. Very nice lady at reception recommended a gyros place, so we're going to check it out after I put my bag inside, dry a little bit. But we're on the 5th floor. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with hostels as long as it's short term. I don't mind like 1 night or 2 nights. But it's a good way to save money, but it depends on other people. What I mean when it depends on other people is all it takes is one person snoring, and then the whole night is ruined. Nobody's going to get any sleep, but as long as I can sleep a few hours, take a hot shower, I don't mind it. So welcome to the 5th floor. I'm the first one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm A, 5A, so I'm up there. Got a little outside area here. Amazing view of Athens. There you go. So this is where we're going to be staying tonight on a budget. Let's go check out the bathroom just across here. There's nobody here, I already checked. Very nice, very big. It's clean, that's what matters. It's clean, so we're happy with this for 1 night. So staying here for 1 night was £23, so it's almost as expensive as the flight here. We can't come to Greece and not have gyros, so we're gonna have a gyros and then we have one more destination. So the lady at the hostel recommended this place, JustPita. It's literally down the street from the hostel. The hostel's around that corner, but it looks amazing. Of course, typical Greek. You get some salads, huge burgers, but of course our mixed grill. Love a mixed grill. You get so much, but of course I got a gyros. So I got pork gyros. You can get chicken. You can get chicken, chicken breast. There's so many different gyros. Pita, and then I got a beer. So Mythos Greek beer. It's actually ridiculous how delicious that was. If I lived here, I'd be so fat. I'd be fat as a pig. Anyway, so that beer was €4, and then that huge gyros was €6.90. So I'm so full. So we're heading to our last destination, and I plan to watch the sunset there, but it's been overcast and cloudy all day. But the sun, well, we have a blue sky anyway, so we might get a sunset. I'm gonna get pretty serious here for a second. So I don't know if this is the first video of mine you're seeing, or this is the 10th video, I don't know, but I'm always very, very honest. I'm that kind of person. That's the kind of videos that I want to put out there. Like, there's a lot of people that I watch, and everything is amazing. Everything is sugar-coated, and everything's the best day ever. And that's not real life. That's not reality. But I really try and put reality into my videos, because I try and show you real life. And I was just walking along after dinner thinking about my opinion of Athens, and it's changed a lot today, to be honest. It was very, very good. Then we had a bad spell in the middle, and I was just thinking that, do I feel safe here? And like I said, the bad area that I walked through earlier, I didn't feel unsafe, but it wasn't nice. It was horrible, to be honest. But I just witnessed this, so I'm gonna play a video right here. You're watching it right now, and this is a really strong Greek guy, and if you looked at him, you would judge him. He's a tough guy, he's whatever, but he saw a blind guy, and he offered his hand to help him cross the street. And you can definitely tell that the blind guy, he appreciated it so much, because we're all just human beings. He walked probably 10 feet in front of him just to cross the street with him, and then when they crossed the street, they said goodbye. So I think that my opinion of Greece and Athens didn't change, because it was already very high, but the world's okay. The world's alright. We need more kind people. And I just witnessed that, you know. He didn't change the world, but he took 10 seconds out of his life to help another person. So I really like that. So I was just walking along and I saw that. Look at that thing. That thing is cool. I think it's a synagogue, I might be wrong, but yeah, we need more kind people. It was literally, I don't want to talk too much about it, but I feel like I've yapped enough too much today. But yeah, it was so good to see. Like I said, it was a really like tough looking Greek guy. And if you saw him, everyone would judge him. But you know, there's good people out there. I'm trying to be a good person. Everyone should try and be good people, but I like seeing that. It made me happy. So I'm just entering Mount Lycabettus. I'll put the name of it here. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but yeah, we're hoping to watch the sunset. Currently 7:12, so we might just be in time. Hopefully we can see it. But yeah, Greece is great. Greeks are great. The food is great. Athens is beautiful. Come to Athens. Come to Athens, definitely. I feel like most people go to the islands. There's so many Greek islands that many people go on vacation to, but Athens not to be missed. Wow, the sun is sparkling. Wow, let's try and go higher. Eat the birds. Tuppence a bag. What's an orange's favorite sport? Squash. Don't know which way it is. I see cars go this way, so I'm gonna go that way. Taxi's here. Maybe there. That's as far as I can go. Looks like we go this way to go up. This is just incredible. It's amazing. It's so white. We're almost there. Almost. There is a bar and restaurant here. Made it to the top. Get ready for this view. Incredible. Look at that. That is incredible. Unfortunately, don't think we're going to see a sunset because the sun is hiding over there, but absolutely not complaining. Look at this. That is beautiful. The weather's beautiful, temperature's perfect. Looks like there's another restaurant down there. Imagine eating dinner looking at that. That's amazing. Oh, I think over there I can see the stadium where we went to earlier. Oh yeah, it is. The world's, what is it? Where the first modern Olympic Games was. It's right there. Naked Olympics. And I didn't even realize it before, but that's the Acropolis, the Pantheon right there. Wow. This is a church. So this is the chapel of St. George, Lycabettus, 1834. And it does have hours. It's closed right now. There's the hours. How do they build it up here? We're seeing the flag go down.
Δεκανέα, προσοχή! Προς υποστολή της ελληνικής σημαίας. Χαιρετισμός κατά μέτωπο. Αθένος, ημί, ανάπαυση. Ανάπαυση.
That happened at 7:45 p.m, so come up here at that time to watch that. We are not going to see a sunset today, but that's okay. We're going to end this video here. Did you like Athens? I had such an amazing day. Athens is an amazing place. Definitely add it to your list. So tomorrow, the cheapest flight I can get out of Athens tomorrow morning is to Hungary. So if you would like to see Hungary, hit the like, hit the subscribe, because there's so many more adventures coming. Click the link in the description to get your insurance with SAFETYWING. Thank you so much for the channel members for supporting me. Click the join button below this video to become a channel member. See you tomorrow in Hungary. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Thank you. Goodbye.